Welcome everybody back to the Tribeman podcast. This is our 21st episode of the Tribeman podcast, and we're coming live from WRPB Studios here in Port St. Lucie, right behind Body Talk Strip Club. Just to give you a marker. And if you're interested in having a podcast or something like that, come in and talk to Edgar and the boys here at WRPB. It's a great spot. And just to start out, if you ever want to be on a podcast and you have a good story and a sense of humor, give me a shout. And with that, I want to introduce my 21st guest. He's a reoccurring guest, but a fan favorite, Mr. Ken Allen Link III. What's up, Ken?
What's up, man?
So we're starting a new feature on the podcast where I understand people take time out of their day. They're obviously not paid guests because no one watches the podcast, but they do take time out of their day. So I thought, what's something I could do for the guests? You know what I mean? But I'm also trying to be, courteous to my wallet. So I decided that every episode I'm going to give the guest a gift because I'm a big thrifter. I like to go thrifting and finding cool things. So I'm going to give because you put a little effort into it. It's not just going out and buying something. You know what I mean? You have to look for something that I look for something that reminds me of the guest, and I buy them something. And I'm going to give them a present each episode. So
what's my present?
Here, it's your size too.
Jr.
For a gym,
nice.
a gym
That's
workout
nice.
shirt, dude. Come on,
I mean, it's
show
a
off the
little
guns. It's
White trashy, but
it's-
I'll put it on in the gym.
You're from Willow Grove, bro.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
What's Willow? I'm not gonna do that right now.
All right, so we're gonna jump right into questions, and I know softball.
Thank you for the gift.
Yeah, no, it was $5.99. No softball questions this week. We're just jumping right into it, and because he's been here before, we kind of already know a little bit about Ken. So, first question is: what's one lesson you learned from your father or father figure that you try to pass on to your children?
Well, my father coached me in baseball throughout my life, so one lesson I remember learning from him pretty early was that hustle beats skill, and I think that goes a long way in my life today. I've always tried to really try hard and give it my best effort, regardless of what my skill level was in anything. And I think I made up for lack of skill in certain areas with my effort. So I would like to impart that on my kids.
I mean, you give your kids an organized sport, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get to show them that. One thing that my dad, I guess, that I try to show to my daughter is he's pretty compassionate. My father, if I ask my dad about a guy he knows, it's like just for just for shits, make up a name, Johnny Black, and obviously, I heard Johnny Black killed somebody once, and my dad would be like, yeah, but he's a good guy though. Like everyone, like he looks at the bright side of everybody, and sometimes almost to a detriment. But I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Try to judge them on my opinion of them, not my experience with them. Not what I hear.
That's a good trait, I feel like.
What role does prayer and devotion play in your daily business decisions?
Oh, man. I don't know if... I mean, prayer, I don't know how much that comes into my business decisions, but...
Devotion does.
I feel like the devotion to God and walking that path definitely alters your decision-making for sure. I mean, if you're living by that will, you're going to take that into every decision you make, not just business, but in business especially with what we do, helping people. I think like going above and beyond or helping someone that doesn't have anything or can do nothing for you is definitely when I'm more apt to say yes or help that person, because I feel like that's what his will is for me. So, or his will for my endeavors is.
Now, when you say God, are you Islamic? Are you Buddhist? Are you Christian?
No, I'm Christian.
You're Christian? All right. Yeah, because I look at it like what we do. We own an addiction treatment center together. When I look at, I'm Christian as well, and when I look at the Bible, like the people that Jesus spent his time with helping are the same kind of people that we were and that we are spending our time with helping. The people out in the street, ladies of the night, men of the night, the robbers, the stealers, you know what I mean? Drug addicts, you know what I'm saying? Like that's who we're spending our time with. That's who he helped also.
I try
So
and stay away from ladies of the night anymore. But
well, we're on the other side. We're trying to get them, to be ladies of the day now. You know what I mean? We're trying to get them in bed by 8:30.
yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
If your kids could learn one thing from the way you live your life, what would you want it to be?
One thing from the way I live my life. I just think it's, I don't know, I 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 think it's, to keep pushing. I think the determination to keep moving forward, even when you have a setback. I mean, that's one thing I feel like my son is learning more now than my daughter, especially because she's a little younger. But he's going through like failures, and I feel like it's doing a really good job because he'll have those small failures in baseball, but I've never seen him once like get down on himself or get pissed off or cry like the other kids. He just runs in the dugout, gets ready for defense. Like if he strikes out, he's right back to the dugout, gets ready for D, and he's ready to go. Like I love that. I love that he's like more apt to push on and not get all in his head.
I also think with your son knowing your family a little bit, baseball's in the bloodline of your family. You know what I mean? It's celebrated your family. So it's been celebrated since he's been, conceived pretty much. So just being out there for the game, he has a good, like your dad refs at it, he's on TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like your dad still umpires at that level in his 50s. So it's like, it's just love the game.
Yeah.
Which is also cool that you put him, onto that.
Yeah. But as long as he stays determined, so does Catlin, I think we'll be good.
Yeah. I also want my kid to think is like, dad loved me and I was there.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's all I really care.
Well, that's a huge part.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, but for me, like that's at the baseline of everything. I just want them to be like, dad was love. When I think of dad, it was love.
Yeah, you want them to think that you're a safe place. You're where they can go if they're in trouble. I think that's really important.
I think we get to. I mean, that is very important about being the man of the house, and we do have to provide, the roof and protect that. Must protect this house. But it's also, I think a lot of guys think, all right, if I put food on the table, and I offer security, like that's all. But it's like no, you for your daughter specifically, you have to show a loving nature towards your daughter, just so she's not saddling up with some dude who doesn't show.
I think being a girl dad is completely different from the son aspect.
See, I don't have a son.
I know, but so you're used to being a girl dad, but I think you have to kind of do a different switch when you're operating with the girl. It's a little bit different.
So what's the switch? Like, how would you handle a situation?
Like I used to tell like Kylene that you get my son until he's 5, and then he's mine.
He's like 7 now, right?
Like he can be babied until then, and then I'm taking over like with discipline and all that stuff, like the teaching him different things, and like the babying stops, and it comes to my turn now. So I don't know. And then the daughter's just like, I'm just a complete absolute softie with her.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I just can't. Yeah, for sure. I get walked all over, but like, I just want her to know that, I'm a good spot to be. I'm
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's hard to explain.
Yeah, but I guess talking to you, it's I guess I want my kids to feel like when they're 25, 26, like when I'm going home, like I'm going to see dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to feel like home. That'd be cool. Not to get sappy on Jaeger. How do you involve your children in understanding money, work ethic, and responsibility?
It's funny. I don't think they have really a concept of everything yet. I mean, I've told you this before, but they joke and they're like, "Tom's your boss." They're always talking about you being my boss, and we're going. Let's go to Tom's work. They don't even call it my work.
I'm having trouble with this. That's why this question is one I'm having trouble now with my kid, because like I can't go into any type of store if you can buy something and she wants it, whether it's a gas station, the Home Depot. And like I'm trying to teach her now like the concept of like things cost money, and like, well, why are we saving money, Dad? We can just spend it. You're gonna make more. And I'm like, no, but she talks about wanting to have a house in the mountains one day, and a house by her grandfather. Yeah, and a house by her grandparents, my parents one day. So I tell her like, yo, if we want these houses, like, we gotta save some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't get the toy now.
Yeah, but
listen, my struggle is always the I don't know. It's not even because it's weird, because when I was growing up, I didn't get shit like that. I didn't get toys all the time. I didn't get, because my family was very, they worked a lot. I just feel like they didn't spoil me like that. I got what I needed, and I got cool shit sometimes, but it wasn't all the time. I feel like I spoil my kids rotten. So that's a tough thing that I'm trying to figure out right now. But
see, I always felt like I was spoiled. So it's like, my parents, they working class people too, but they always went big on like Christmases and birthdays and stuff like that. So it's just in my blood to do that.
Yeah.
But I kind of built a monster a little bit.
I mean, they went big on Christmas and birthdays too, but I'm like, every time you go to Target, if my daughter says, I want this, I'm getting it for her.
Yeah.
It may be a $7 thing, but still, I shouldn't do that every time.
I'm to the point where she sits in the car and she says she won't go in unless I get her something, and then I get pissed. I'm like, no, you're not gonna be one of them kids, dude. So that little like $1 $3 $5 rack when you walk in the front door?
That's the one.
That's where she puts from.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to another Christian man trying to start a business without losing sight of his family and faith? Which is very easy to do.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing for me, and what I told myself when we got into this field, like owning a drug and alcohol treatment center, was I didn't do everything I've done thus far to end up on the news doing something wrong or being a shyster. I've always tried
shyster.
I've always tried to put people over the money, and anything I've heard of successful businessmen that have done it for 20 plus years are, if you look at the long lens, like back up the lens off Earth a little bit, not so zoomed in on you, and see the bigger picture, like that'll help you. It's the long haul, not the short term. Like anyone I've ever seen try and make quick money has failed. They've ended up, hurting themselves.
I think we've just been too afraid to cut corners. I've both been in a jail cell before. I wasn't trying to go back for something, after I got my life together.
Yeah, but I feel like as a Christian, you just have to, like the question says, you just got to align yourself with God, and I feel like everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, I mean, recently, probably like 6 months ago, I heard a quote like, treat everybody like they're Jesus in disguise. So
That's a pretty good one.
So I've kind of adopted that. Now, do I have some flare-ups in traffic and stuff like that? Yes, in traffic mainly.
I've noticed some changes. So
yeah, but like I'm trying to, I'm trying to be more of a pleasant person in my circle, my tribe, if you will, atmosphere, because it took me a while to get to dilate it. You know what I mean? And it's like I want people to think of me like, oh, not Tom's coming. Hey, Tom's coming. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't there yet, but I'm working on it.
Here again.
That's what it's been for a long time. But
yeah.
If your kids were your employees, what job would they be best at or worst at? And I'm going to change this a little bit. Right now, what do you think your kid would be good at as like a profession? Both of them.
I think Kenny would be like a really good engineer. I think he'd be good with engineer, mechanic, stuff like that. He likes taking shit apart, putting it back together. He likes actually a lot of things right now, but Caitlin's more the creative one. She's like a drawer, artwork. Maybe that's just because of her age, but she loves that stuff. She loves gardening, animals, all that stuff.
I mean, if you play your cards right, she marries a guy with some money, she become a traditional wife. You know what I mean?
I would hope that she marries a guy with some money. And a good guy.
Yeah. I think I hate to say it, but I think Molly would be like right now, knowing her, I think she could be Megyn Kelly's successor.
I just don't want them to be with shitbags.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's it.
Don't be a shitbag, and they're not going to want that.
Yeah.
But next one. If your business had a theme song, what would it be and why?
Oh, I like it. Tribe Called Quest. Can I kick it?
Can I kick it? Yeah. Just because, all right. I would think Sly and the Family Stone. I am everyday people.
That's pretty
man.
That's like a sitcom. Though.
But like we're all, like, you look at Tribe, you look at a group room. I mean, just even today alone, you got every race and nationality in there, and we're all bottom of the barrel drug addicts, and we're all sitting there getting better. It's like, I'm everyday people. We're all people getting better. You know what I mean?
I just feel like the Tribe Called Quest song fits perfect. It's like someone calls in, can I kick it? Yes, you can.
all right. I like Fife, too. I think Fife's one of the most underrated rappers of all time.
I don't
know. What's something you're really passionate about right now?
I guess for right now, it was like before I went up to New Jersey, it was eating better, like plugging into like how our food is like pretty much all poisoned and products we use. And that was like a passion before I left. And then I went up there and started kind of eating like shit, a lot of cheesesteaks,
food's good up there,
stuff like that. And then coming back, I've kind of plugged back into it. So I'm trying to I'm more passionate about what I put into my body now, because that's always been the one issue I've had. I always live by the mantra I just work out and I'll eat whatever the fuck I want,
You're getting up there in age though. Yeah.
It's just not. Yeah. I just realized what everything has in it, and it's garbage. And if I'm eating a lot of garbage, then I'm gonna look like shit.
Yeah, the processed foods are a big thing. That's like
it's huge.
But then just sitting here, I made fun of you before the podcast started. At his keys, just thinking about the things that you're passionate about. He's got a little tag on here that says "bored." I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, oh, it's the key to the boardroom for the PSL
no,
Little League.
I said it was the key tag to get half off at the snack stand.
I used to talk about eating better. What a fucking slob. No, what's another thing?
I mean, they just give it to you. I'm not going to not take it.
But that's something you're passionate about. That you're very heavily involved in Little League baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about it.
I mean, I just remember my father being very involved, and I enjoyed that he was around my stuff going on, and I just feel like a lot of it came from me going to, like, I started at T-ball with Kenny, and then just noticing that, like, they really, like, nobody wants to volunteer anymore. A lot of parents don't help. It's like the same people there doing all these things at the Little League, and nobody wants to help. It's like everybody's just lazy, but they all have an opinion on everything. And, I just figured I'll stick around for as long as I can, or I'll do whatever I can for them. And, between the business and everything else, it gets to be a lot, but I like being there for the kids. That's why I do it. Like, I always joke with my dad. He's like, you got to get better with this at umpire. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to be a World Series umpire. I'm doing it for the kids at the park. I don't care.
Yeah, your dad's
so funny.
Your dad's militant with his stuff.
Oh yeah, he's super good at what he does.
Yeah,
so.
what's your out call? Strike three. Call strike three.
I can't do it with this thing right here.
Give me the verbal.
Hey, 3.
All right.
And then I do the little.
You punch out. You did punch out.
Yeah, have to. You like that, Edgar, didn't you?
You're just pissing off the parents of the kid who struck out. What does a great day look like to you?
I don't know. Wake up, go have breakfast somewhere. I like my breakfast alone.
You eat breakfast alone, yeah.
Yeah. Or like a Sunday, cooking breakfast for my kids. Yeah, go eat breakfast, go into work, have a day at work where nobody has no shit to bring me, just like a relaxing day at work. And then, I don't know.
Dude, you're selling yourself way short. All right, just picture this. It's late fall day. It's Florida, but, the weather's kicking a little bit.
You're painting a good picture.
You know what I'm saying? You wake up, it's 10 o'clock, you start looking at the injury report. You know what I mean? Get that Hard Rock bed fired up. You know what I mean? Then you run to Publix. You grab your chili ingredients. You get that in a crock pot by 12. Start to smell good by 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're checking your bets. You're putting parlays in. DK
and then
Metcalf.
by 3 o'clock, I'm like raging out on the couch.
You get to pick the day, so you hit every bet.
Oh,
you're hitting all day.
Oh yeah, if I'm hitting,
yeah,
we're feeling good.
And then
we got the songs playing in the background. We're dancing in the fuzzy socks.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how many bets you win. If the birds don't win, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get the birds win too.
Yeah.
If you had to eat one meat the rest of your life, what would you pick?
Filet mignon.
You going steak?
Yeah, filet. Hands down.
See,
I'm a master at cooking fillets.
Yeah. See, I like steaks, but I feel like I could do more. Could you live without chicken cutlets?
Yeah, I'm not Italian.
I know, but chicken cutlets can be anything though.
Chicken's chicken. I mean, chicken gets old. Steak is.
I think you do more things with chicken though.
No, you can't.
Like all right, you can have steak noodle soup. Like chicken,
I mean, you can do more dishes, but it's all the same. It's chicken.
I think I'm keeping the chicken, dude.
I don't know. I like chicken. Steak. I'm not
a steak guy. I eat 90% steak, but I don't think I could, because like Chick-fil-A sandwich. You know what I mean? Like buffalo.
Now Chick-fil-A. We're talking. Okay.
You're giving up chicken Caesar salad. You're giving up chicken Caesar wrap.
A whole different thing.
I'm saying the
Chick-fil-A
meat though.
is different.
I'm saying, but the meat you wouldn't be able to eat anything other than steak. So like, what meat would you give up? You can go veal. You can go.
What would I give up?
I know. So what would you pick to stick with?
I don't know.
You stick with a steak?
I would say filet. Yeah, I could eat that all the time.
Until you can't.
No, I would love it.
All right. Well, what's your go-to snack when no one else is around to judge you?
It's not really that bad, but there is. I feel like the guilty pleasure is just kind of going in the closet and grabbing a handful of Slim Jims.
Slim Jims. Fucking.
It's not the prettiest thing. But that's what I do.
All right, how many is in a handful?
Oh man.
How many have you crushed in one sitting? Slim Jims.
Probably 10 or 12.
Oh, that's ridiculous, dude.
They're little ones. They're like this.
Okay, but that's a lot of wrapper. You're good. You know what I mean? It's a
Stop.
lot.
I don't.
A little rabbit with your teeth.
I fucking rip it, stick it, boom.
10 Slim Jims, dude. It's fucking fat.
I don't know if it's 10. It could be 10. It could be
15.
7, 8.
It could be 15. If you looked in your fridge right now, what's the most shameful thing we find?
Probably like a fucking old vegetable or something. I don't know. Like, no, there's nothing real bad in there. Probably The most shameful thing that I would go for is probably like a late night. I'll fucking grab a Go-Gurt or something. Yeah. My son's Go-Gurt. There's nothing real shameful in there.
I think
how much shameful shit can you have in your fridge?
I would say if you had like a little bit left in your, if I open up your fridge, you had a little bit left in the milk. I'd be like, oh, these people are slobs. You know what I mean? Like that your family, if somebody in your house,
we don't drink that much milk.
I'm saying, but someone would leave a little bit of something in there, like that kind of tells you what kind of people you are. You know what I mean?
Stop.
You got a weasel in the house. All right. If you had to survive 1 week in the wild with only 3 items, what are you taking?
What am I taking?
Yeah, 3 items.
Probably a knife. I would probably take a tent, because shelter would take a while to build. And then I would probably, I'd probably take a little fire starter. Knife, fire starter, tent. I feel like that's a great start.
I'm going to go.
Just to close on your back, right?
Yeah. I'm not doing naked and afraid. The bugs will get me.
Naked and afraid is a stupid show.
I can't do the
bugs.
bugs.
When the fuck would you ever be naked?
Yeah. But I think I'm going to go knife, fire starter, and my dog. So, like, anything happens in the night, I know what's coming. He can alert me.
Which dog?
Seamus. Pepper would just leave me. See a squirrel and he should be gone.
Yeah, but Seamus, you better hope to get rescued soon. He's old.
If I don't, then I got food.
I don't know how much he's doing.
He still gets around, chase the ball. He's like 10, but he's a healthy 10. And if he doesn't make it, that's food. Food source.
A dog is something else you have to feed.
If I don't have...
You're going to eat your dog?
All right,
are you fucking kidding me?
If I had to.
Stop.
Survival situation. I eat you if I have to. I'd eat good too.
You'd survive.
Backstraps alone. If I can't do my dog, I'd probably do like a fishing line and hook. You know what I mean? Some kind of hook
you
fish
would
setup.
Not know what to do with a fishing line.
I can catch a fish.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I catch fish all the time. I catch brim all the time with Molly off the Jensen Beach.
With just a fishing line.
Well, we caught crabs with hand line. You do a fish.
You wouldn't be able to catch the fish. I'm telling you, it's different.
You can do brim all day long with a hand line all day. I think Native Americans did it. If you had to fight one animal barehanded for your man card, what are you picking?
So what is that? What does that mean? Does it have to be like a big animal?
The biggest animal you could take, like where I'd be impressed that you took it down.
I don't know. I could probably.
Do you think you'd beat an ostrich?
Yeah.
Oh, they're vicious.
Hands down, dude. Hands down.
You gotta grab it by its neck.
Nah, I'd fucking.
All right, what's your
I'd
animal?
low tackle that thing. I don't know. I probably could take a black bear.
Get the
no, maybe like a small black bear.
Small black. That's ballsy. It's ballsy.
Because I don't want to mess with cats. I don't like cats. They're
too agile. They're too agile.
The bear, but the claws, dude. I don't know if I could. You'd have to kind of really get them at first.
I think I could stone a manatee if you caught it right in the face.
A manatee's not, dude.
It's huge. It's a big fucking animal.
Yeah, but what are they? They're not doing nothing. It's a fucking blob.
But if I knocked at a manatee and it went stomach up, dude, I'd be fucking beast. People will clap.
No, clap. Dude, them things die by getting hit by shit. They don't even.
If a manatee start coming at me, I fucking leave.
No, you can't do that. That's not a man card. You got to do like a bear.
It's like fucking like 1,000 pounds. I knocked it out.
Or, I personally think that I could take one wolf.
That you couldn't.
Yes, I could.
No shot.
Dude.
No shot.
You
ever seen a wolf? A real wolf?
I've spotted up on big dogs before.
I don't think you could take a German Shepherd.
I could.
All right.
Hands down.
All right. Leave a comment where you think can't take a German Shepherd.
I'd rip a German Shepherd's throat out.
That's what the cops seek to get the criminals when they're running away.
I know, but not like. I'm just saying, if you could get a jump, not running away, but like if you could get like
a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
All right. If you could know the absolute truth about one thing in your life, what would it be? And I would say this. I talked to my grandparents, who I think, I know are in heaven. That's my kind of higher power source. And I like to know because I really, in my heart of hearts, I bet money on it that I'm talking to them. And I like to know if it's true. But then again, catch 22, if it ain't true, I'll be heartbroken. But I would like to know. So I feel that strongly that I am. So that's one thing. It's kind of out there, but.
If you are what?
If I am really talking to them, communicating with them, like if they are really,
you are. I think that's
but I mean you're going on faith, you know what I mean? But like, but I would like to know because I can really be like, what up? I can really start opening dialogue.
Yeah, but then if they say no, then your whole thing crumbles around. You don't want to lose that.
Yeah, but I'm a fighter.
I wouldn't want to know the answers to that shit. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things I don't know.
What's one thing?
It's like I don't know if I'd want to know anything.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would.
What if your dad was the Undertaker? Would you want to know that?
Yeah, I'd want to know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he was the Undertaker,
Yeah. Kim Link,
but he's not.
Kim Link just was out one night.
Undertaker's like 6'6".
Oh, your mom's short, so it could have worked out. You know what I mean? Can your dad grow a beard? I've never seen him with a facial hair.
He can, yeah.
Because you and Andrew go husky
He used
beards.
to have to, dude. He used to have to shave like
For the fire department, right?
yeah, every day.
Yeah. He's always clean shaven. I was wondering if like you never seen Teen Wolf with the dude from.
It's because my mom don't like beards. That's why.
You and your brother both have goats.
She says I look handsome without a beard.
Oh,
I think I look handsome with a beard.
She's lying to you.
So I look handsome with a beard.
All right, let's run through these last 6. What do you think people most misunderstand about you most?
I think they just think I'm maybe a pushover. I think a lot of people think I'm a pushover because I'm so nice. But I can get...
You get prickly?
Yeah, I can get prickly when needed.
I mean, you got prickly with me.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a pushover. You let it go a little too far.
I do.
You do.
For sure.
Yeah.
In everything.
I don't think you're a pushover, though. When you're gone, what's the last thing you want people to remember you for?
How I made them feel, I guess. If making them feel good. Hopefully, I made a lot of people feel good about themselves. Was more of a light than anything else. I'd really like to be remembered as someone like that.
Yeah. I just want people to look over my casket and be like, good guy.
Yeah, I mean, a good guy, but like, obviously the people are going to remember experiences with you.
Yeah. But like, I want them to be just positive. You know what I mean? Yeah. And overall, you can't make everybody's life a positive experience, but I like to have a net
positive. Can't make everyone happy.
Yeah, net positive.
You're going to be the enemy in someone's story.
If you could, what's one memory you'd pay to relive exactly as it happened? And I'll give you an example. Ooh. I like to have breakfast at my grandfather's table in the morning one more time, just like I had before. Just sit my grandfather one more time.
Now you have me rethinking mine.
Well,
I think
go what you got.
The one of the coolest memories I have is with my father and Andrew. There were other people there. My grandfather was there. My uncle, who's no longer with us.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and we were at the Penn State game, 2017. I had just gotten sober again.
I remember that. I know the picture you took.
Yeah, and we watched them beat number 2 Ohio State at home.
White out too.
Just like it was a pretty fucking awesome experience.
That's sick. That's a good one. It's a good one. If you could instantly master any skill, what would you pick?
Oh,
I pick carpentry.
I think if I could just like that, I'd like to be like a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because then you're like pretty much a top dog.
Yeah, you handle yourself. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I just like to be like a master.
And I don't want to take the time to learn it. I'm not doing it for. I'm not doing it for 15 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. A lot of sweat. What's a small joy in life you'll never get tired of?
I think that moment when the kids have gone to sleep.
Okay.
I think that's like a small joy that I think I'll enjoy as long as they're this age, and then it'll probably switch to I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. I like the morning before everyone else gets up. That first cup of coffee in the morning.
That's good too.
You hear the birds really waking up. The sun's coming up. It's nice.
But then I get to a point where I want to wake someone up.
Yeah, I also like dusk too when the sun's going down. That little everyone's starting to resting for dinner. You know what I mean?
That's the best time. I like sitting out. One of the small joys I really like is sitting by a fire in the wintertime.
Yeah, you get your toes up there.
That's the best.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the best.
If you could spend a day in someone else's shoes, whose would they be?
Oh man,
I'm picking Jalen Hurts, dude. I want to fucking win I want to win a game as an Eagle quarterback. Feel that high. The link rushing EAGLES. Be sick.
Man.
I'm not saying beat Jalen Hurts, but beat Tom McGuire starting for the Philadelphia Eagles for one game would be sick.
Trying to think, man. I don't know.
That's a selfish take by me, but I mean, I could be like the
maybe like a monk or someone.
A monk for one day.
Yeah, like someone who like lives in the Himalayas.
And you just sit there and
just sit there and I want to know what they do. Like nobody can go in there and nobody can see them. I want to see like what they do for a day, like what they eat. I want to like meditate till I fucking I don't think I exist. I don't know what happens.
They just caught 8 of them monks on methamphetamines recently. You see that in the news? They really did.
Do meth.
They did. Look it up. I swear. All right, I'm gonna post it.
I can't believe you would soil them like that.
They did. They caught 8 of them doing meth.
Where at?
And whatever you just said, that not Himalayas.
Himalayas.
Yeah, Buddhist
They
monks.
don't do that shit
They
out
do.
there.
I'm telling you. All right, I'll send it to you. I promise you.
They're enlightened people,
if-
dude. They
you
don't
know,
do that shit. They don't need drugs.
Listen, I'm about to make Edgar Jamie have him pull it up. Last 2 questions. What's a truth you think most people aren't ready to hear?
I think what most people aren't ready to hear is that the government hates you and they want you dead.
Dead? Why dead?
They want you to live long enough till they can squeeze everything out of you, and then they want you to die so that
At retirement age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything is lined up for that. Seeing how obesity trends are running, testosterone rates are dropping. Women are, 70% of women ages fucking 18 to 30 are on OnlyFans. Like there's,
Yeah.
it's, they're I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm not like trying to come at people for what they do. I'm just saying like it's design. It's all by design.
But I also feel like I'm starting to see a pushback to that, where like traditional wives are coming back, where men are finding Christianity again, myself included. You know what I mean? I went to Catholic school, I went to CCD, all that. And I got away from it, but like now I find myself actually interested in the Bible and the teachings of it and trying to implement it in my life. And it's been through some trials and tribulations in my life where it brought me to that point. But like and I can't, the dark part of the world that you're talking about right now, the sexualization of the world that you're seeing right now, that kind of pushed me into it a little bit. So I mean, I am seeing that come back a little bit. I'm even seeing like Christian-based clothing companies come out now. So it's like, I think it's making a little bit of a comeback.
It is. It's making a comeback, but it's really far gone, and everything is designed to make you fat, stupid, sick.
Yeah.
And it's so apparent to the naked eye that I can't believe that more people don't see it. But at the same time, I think people are just so accustomed to living an easy life.
Well, it's easier.
Yeah,
I mean,
100% easier.
And you're not seeing like the effect of it right today. You know what I mean? You're gonna be fatter and look up in a year and a half, and you're definitely gonna look worse in your pictures from last Christmas. But you're not seeing it right. So yeah, it's a lot easier just to go.
And like, dude, it's not. I'm saying like I've fallen into it at times. Like I've been lazy. I've been not lazy, but like I've been lazy in some of my actions, like not taking control of my situations and stuff like that. And like that's all. Everything has been.
It's a comfort-based
like
life.
that.
Yeah,
it's
they're
all
around us.
fucking bullshit. I don't know, man. I could go on.
Last question: if your life was a book, what would this current chapter be titled?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe transformation. Maybe
Transformation. What are you transforming?
I don't know. Just transforming my way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Taking some parts of my life back.
Okay. All right. I would say right now, if I title it, I'm trying to enjoy existence, because like for right now, you we're close to business partners. We've always had something to worry about, right? Like we're to place dread, pretty much.
I still worry a lot.
No, I'm saying I was chatting about this in group today. Like whether it was Tribe Florida opening up, the dread of that and not making it, and then Tribe New Jersey, that opening up, being able to sustain 2. And then it was like I went through a divorce, and then custody, and then I went through being single for a long time. So I've like placed dread.
Shit.
Yeah. So so right now I can honestly say that like
You're through a little bit of the storm.
I'm like, if everything was to stay like this, do I aspire for more stuff? Yeah, absolutely. But if everything was to stay like this, I would be okay. But it's like I'm still,
because it's more of a peace of mind thing. That's what you don't realize. It's not the things.
Yeah.
It's like you have that peace of mind.
but like I still have that dread. I have nowhere to put it right now, so it's just here. And
fucking throw that
I
shit
know.
away.
I got a bitch smack it. I know,
Yeah,
but
get
like
that shit
but what
outta
I'm saying
here.
is, so it's like,
that shit's unneeded. I want that shit out of my life.
Me too.
The biggest dude, I talk about this all the time. When I got to hit like I would say like 33, dude, I had like this massive feeling like my life is halfway over. I need to fix shit that's going on in my life. I'm not happy. I'm not, I don't know, dude. But that like midlife crisis for me wasn't getting a Harley. It was like realizing like I just want peace.
Yeah.
I want to like get up just thrilled to be fucking up and at 'em.
Yeah, like happy, truly. Like I'm happy in my element. Like I like my routine. Getting up, get my coffee. I know what birds are gonna be there in the morning. I got my cousin Dennis to bullshit with a couple of minutes coffee. Like I'm like everything in my life right now is content. You know what I mean? It's and I'm used to having at least one dread ball in the air. We always do, and it's like I don't right now. Like now, I know stuff pops up. Your days could change with a phone call or a diagnosis or whatever it is. But like right now, everything's.
Yeah.
And like it's like I got this basketball dread. I'm just trying to fucking get the fuck out of there. So my main goal in life right now is to try to enjoy my existence. You know what I mean? Like enjoy existing. You know what I mean? So I would say that's the title of my book.
It's what your whole life should be.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like almost
You
like
only get one life. That's what I'm realizing now. I get one life, half of it's over, and I fucked up half of that half.
But on top of that, though, like the way we're raised, like you are able to go to Little League and be a big part of it because like our career, dictates that. It's one of the things why we did it, to be around for the kids and stuff like that. It's like, so it's like we already are, doing more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of it too is just you don't realize how blessed you are.
Exactly. That's why enjoy. Like I'm grateful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to enjoy it while it's good.
Exactly.
Yeah. But with that, I want to thank Ken one more time. And like I said before, if you'd like to be on a podcast and you have a story and a sense of humor, give us a shout. And thank you, Edgar. That's it.